Just a robot.
You know, every single time a new Disney movie comes out, it's even better than the last one. Yeah, they were going downhill for a little bit, but ever since Princess and the Frog and Tangled, they have been getting better and better.
I went to see Zootopia, and halfway through I'm like, oh my god, this movie is so intersectionally feminist, and I wasn't even expecting it. I love it when that happens.
Oh look, a feminist is ruining things that other people enjoy. I hate it when that happens.
From the beginning of Zootopia, we get a strong message about inclusion. In the film, we follow Judy, a small female bunny with a dream of being a police officer. But every step of the way, others doubt her because she's small. And it's heavily implied because she's a girl.
Well, yes, she is a girl. However, there are other girl police officers. Even her drill sergeant was a female.
Filthy toilet! You're dead, fluff butt!
Personally, I don't think it was about her being a girl. I think it was about her being small. Kind of like how Captain America used to be small and skinny and tried his hardest to get into the military.
The message is pretty explicit. Even if your dream job is something traditionally male, you can do it too, ladies.
Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that message. However, that's not what intersectional feminists are about. What intersectional feminists are for is lowering the bar so it's easier for females to become police officers, firefighters, and soldiers.
This woman on the game show Fort Boyard is a firefighter.
I hope they've taught you how to knock down doors.
Definitely.
In you go.
Oh no! This is tough.
As high as you can. As high as you can. As high as you can.
Take a bigger run up. She's a hard lady.
Come on, Jane. Remember the elbow. Big run, as fast as you can.
That's
and high.
Go for it.
High.
Oh.
High.
So close.
As fast as you can. Well done.
Get on. Oh. Jane, come out.
Come out.
Jane, that was such a great effort.
Okay.
Yeah, I think just 2 more throws and you would have been there, but that's tough for you.
A man with no firefighter training has no trouble with the same task.
It's a bit of an ouchy one, I think. Be aiming higher, that's it. You got it? It's on the floor. Okay, brilliant. He's got the key. Come out. Yeah, okay, fab. Brilliant, well done.
A woman can actually fail the physical component of the fireman test and still become a firewoman to meet female quotas. Firewomen are paid exactly the same as firemen, who are more physically able and better suited to the job. This is wrong, and a very substantial pay gap should exist in the fire service, and also other services. That's right, you heard it here first. Male soldiers, male police officers, and male firefighters should be paid more than women. This is not about being unfair to women, it's about being fair to men, and recognizing their greater efforts, their greater abilities, and their greater risks.
There was even a case where a woman failed the female physical requirement to become a firefighter. Guess what feminists did? They bitched and complained until the fire department lowered the bar even more so she could become a firefighter. In other words, women's feelings are more important than human lives. What has this country come to?
Just like being a huge elephant has its advantages in the academy, so does being a nimble bunny. Everyone has something that they can bring to the table.
What? Laci, the elephant was also a girl. You can't be serious. You have to be doing this on purpose just to piss people off.
When a handful of otherwise peaceful predators in Zootopia go savage for seemingly no reason, social relationships between the predators and prey become very tense. Fear causes the animals to act irrationally, and violence breaks out. We learn that the predators are 10% of the population. The filmmakers definitely want us to know this is a metaphor for a minority group.
True, the predators are the minority. However, they take up most of the police force, most of the dancers, and even the highest government official in the city is a predator.
Put an ad on the front page. Cash money for a picture of Spider-Man.
They're not really stereotypical jobs for black people to have. If they really did want the predators to mimic black people, they would have the predators make reaction videos. Why are all the reactors black? The only characters I would say are treated like a black minority are the foxes, and that's about it.
There are a couple takeaways here. One is that an us versus them mentality divides and hurts us all.
Well, Laci, I do agree with you that an us versus them mentality is very bad. However, I do have a small question. Why do you and so many other feminists have the men versus women mentality?
Another message is that well-intentioned people, or bunnies, sometimes say damaging things. In Judy's address to the press, she unintentionally fuels the tensions by claiming that the savagery might be biological.
For the record, in the movie Zootopia, a lot of the animals' behavior was based around their biology, especially the sloths.
Officer Judy Hobbs, CPD, how are you?
I am doing
Fine?
well. What
Hang in there.
can I do
Well, I was hoping you could run a
for
play.
you
Well, I was hoping you
today?
Seriously, Zootopia, what are you trying to say? That certain races' behavior has everything to do with their biology, while other races' behavior has nothing to do with their biology? This just really bugged me throughout the movie. Or maybe I'm looking way too deep into this and it was just meant as a joke.
This is a really interesting parallel to racism. A common argument against the existence of racism
Existence of racism? Are there people who say racism doesn't exist?
that Black Americans are biologically inferior.
Oh, I get it. You meant to say a common argument people use to legitimize their racism.
In Zootopia, the real cause of the problem is that predators are being unfairly targeted without anyone seeing it.
For those of you who haven't seen Zootopia yet, what Laci Green means by this statement is someone is literally targeting predators and shooting them.
In the USA, it's that the poor and people of color are unfairly targeted by systemic forces,
Got any evidence to back that statement up?
without anyone seeing it.
So it's there, but no one can see it. Oh geez, I've never heard that one before.
So here Zootopia offers a simple way of saying, hey kids, social problems are more complicated than they appear, and we have to be careful not to point the finger at the wrong cause. Zootopia offers a lesson about authority as well. Are police and local government bad or good? Zootopia weighs in and says, well, kind of both. Some authorities are good, and some are bad.
To be perfectly honest, the only cop throughout this movie who abuses their authority is Judy. And she does it like a ton. She even follows Nick into an ice cream shop just because he's a fox.
You want the red or the blue, pal?
The bad eggs are a big problem because of the power they hold. They're protected by the system.
No one was protected by any system at all. Judy was nearly fired just for leaving her post, and both the mayor and the assistant mayor were immediately arrested by the mere implication that they did something wrong.
The film shows that authorities can do a lot of damage, and it's not always easy to tell who's corrupt. So, I mean, it's pretty heavy stuff for a kids movie with fluffy animals, but it's important stuff, and if I was a parent, I'd take this as an awesome conversation starter.
What would Judy do here? By here, do you mean sitting down on this bench and doing nothing? I'm really confused by this picture.
You know what? Disney's been doing a lot of that lately. When I was a kid, we had movies like The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast. Now we're getting movies like Frozen, about sisterhood, Inside Out, about emotions and mental health, Big Hero 6, about nonviolent solutions to conflicts. I mean, it's pretty rad. That's not to say that there's not room for princesses and fairy tales, of course, but it's nice that Disney is using their platform to creatively explore the tough stuff too.
Well, no, The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast had tough messages too. You were probably just too young to understand them. Beauty and the Beast was about not judging people on the way they look. And The Little Mermaid was about independence.
That's my take, anyway. Let me know what you thought about Zootopia down below, and I'll see you next time on Braless.
Before I end this video off, I just have a quick question for everybody. Does anybody else think that Laci Green is related to Dan Green? I mean, both of them have the last name Green. It's just something that I've been thinking about. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Red Robot also made a video about this whole Pokemon drama thing. And I hear that other people from the anti-feminist community are going to join in on this little drama. I'm not even bothered by this anymore. I'm just interested to see where this is going.
What are you doing here?